Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on Nurse Katherine here. Believe it or not, today's video is not educational. Surprise, surprise. I have been doing so many educational videos recently and I realized I haven't really done any lifestyle, any kind of my life videos recently because there's not too much going on in my life right now. Because I have been out of work since November 18th. November 18th. So today is January 29th, I believe. Yes, Friday, January 29th. I think it's the 29th, don't quote me on that. But I've been out of work since the 18th, so for at least 2 full months now. And I'm only projected to start working on February 15th. As you might have heard there though, I am starting work on February 15th, which I don't think I've shared on YouTube what I'm going to be doing next, which I will talk about in a little bit and why I am going into that kind of nursing. But it has been a struggle not working for a full 2 months so far, actually over 2 months. I am very thankful that my husband is working, so we do have an income coming in, and we have followed a lot of the Dave Ramsey principles, which if you guys have seen the How to Become a Millionaire as a Nurse, I'll link the video up here. I think it's that side. That is kind of the principles that we have followed. I watch his YouTube channel all the time, pretty much every single day. But yeah, it has been really wild not working for 2 months. I have been going to the gym almost every single day. I always take a break on Sundays as we found a church down here in Georgia that we are really excited to be going to. And typically on those days we spend most of the day at church and then we come home, relax a little bit, but then meal prep too. But to get to my next job, let me talk about that a little bit because I'm super excited to start. I just haven't started yet because my license still has not transferred over to Georgia yet. It has been over a month process trying to get this to transfer. Actually about a month and a half so far that it's been such a long process, and I don't want to talk badly about each state or anything. It's just a lot more than I thought it was going to be. So my next job, I'm going to be working at a transplant clinic. Some of you may know if you went to the School of Health Sciences that I went to up in Pennsylvania. My dad actually speaks up there occasionally. He is a liver transplant recipient, and that liver actually came from a friend of mine who passed away at the age of 19. So I've always, since that time frame and since I knew my dad needed a liver transplant, I've always been really interested and intrigued in transplant patients and just their mentality and just how they act before a transplant and then after a transplant. It's just so interesting to me. So I get to work with patients who have had heart, liver, lung, and kidney transplants. It's really cool. I've never seen a transplant clinic before. We didn't have that up in Pennsylvania where I was. So it's really neat to see that down here in Atlanta. I get to do blood work. I still get to do infusions. There's this medication that 2 of the doctors created at the hospital I'm going to be working at that is specific just for these transplant patients, which I think is really neat, and I'm really excited to dive into that and learn more about that medication. But yeah, that's really the heart behind why I am going into transplant nursing. My first job interview actually was on a transplant floor at Johns Hopkins. Long story short, I got the job, but then I didn't get the job. So it worked out then because then I met my husband and then we got married and all of that happened. So we're down here in Atlanta and I get to work with transplant patients, which is really exciting. And I'm very excited to start my job. It's just been a very long waiting process. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today, just kind of what I'm doing in this 2 months that I have off. I plan on reading 1 book every single month. So currently, let me go grab the book. I am reading this book by Rachel Cruz, which is actually Dave Ramsey's daughter. So, Love Your Life, Not Theirs, and 7 Money Habits for Living the Life You Want. This is a really great book. I recommend this to all women. It's more geared towards women. It's a really awesome book and helps you understand why you make purchases and why you want some things and why you don't want some things, and it's just very helpful. And I will say this, especially if you are one of those students in debt or nurses in debt. I also have started this Bible study by the Daily Grace Company. I have done a video on one of their other Bible studies before. I started this, I didn't get too far. So this is kind of more like a leisurely Bible study that I'm doing because I actually am on my journey to read the Bible in 1 year, and I am using the Bible Project app, I believe it's called, and you set your start date when you want to start reading, and it breaks it down into sections. You can read at your own pace, or you can read at a pace of doing it in 1 year. So it's actually a little less than 1 year. I started January 25th with that, and that will bring me until January 17th of 2022. So yeah, that's what I've really been doing on my days off here. Go to the gym, I read, I make YouTube videos every single day. I've been really trying to keep up with my community board on my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and I actually am redecorating my YouTube studio / corner over there. And I'm very excited to show you guys that. That will be done this weekend. I am getting the wallpaper, the peel and stick wallpaper to put behind me. So that comes tomorrow in the mail, and I will show you something that I printed today that I'm really excited to put up there. And that is a quote from Florence Nightingale. I'm going to frame this kind of. It says, "Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives." Florence Nightingale. So I thought that was a really cool print. I found that on Etsy and it was only $6. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, that is really about it. So thank you for tuning into this video. I am going to try to make more lifestyle content videos because I have not been doing that. So hopefully next week I can take you on a tour of my furnished apartment here and show you what it actually looks like now that I have furniture in here. Other than that, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in Monday's video. Have an awesome weekend.